Welcome to this episode of, by the way, literally on the road.
Yeah, that's why I have my sunglasses on.
I know.
Or in the car.
I must admit, it's nice being chauffeured.
It is. I enjoy this.
We are taking you today on a behind-the-scenes, if there were such a thing, of our radio program that we host, or guest host once a month. Better Living with Joe Black on WHVR. It's a show we were asked to do through Hanover Hospital. Well,
right.
How long ago was that?
Gosh, at least about 9 months ago, I guess, maybe. Coming up on a year of doing the shows.
So once a month, it's the third Wednesday?
Third Wednesday
of every month. This illustrative co-host of mine and I, we go on air, WHVR, from 10 to 11, and discuss what's going on in the world of grief and loss and bereavement and
relevant topics
to health and wellness. So it's a fun show, and we always say people don't know that we're doing it.
Right.
So today we're cross-promoting synergy. By the way, with Better Living. So you're going to get the behind the scenes of Better Living and how that all works. And on Better Living, they're getting to hear about by the way, and we're even going to put cameraman Tom here on air. Yeah. So that should be fun. I guess we're just trying to give you a glimpse of what it is we do.
I think that they'll have a great time meeting Joe. He's an incredible radio guy, a DJ, if you will, whatever they call them nowadays. Is that what you call them?
I suppose so.
I don't know, but host. He's the ultimate when it comes to this. He makes the hour fly by. No matter what we talk about, he's always interested and fascinated by our stories. So we love telling stories. That's basically what we do. Yeah.
And we may meet Gil for a quick section. If you don't know Gil, he's the host of Yard Sale on WHVR, which is one of the coolest.
Apparently a very popular
show. If you're not familiar,
finding out where the yard sales are and
what people want to sell. So people will call into the show and say, "I'm selling my lawnmower. It's this kind of lawnmower. If you want to call me." And then Gil puts those people to connection. So hopefully we'll see Gil. He's kind of like.
Speaking of call-ins, last time we were on Joe's show, we had a call-in.
That's right.
We had somebody call in and ask us some questions about their grandchildren and grief and loss, and so it was quite cool that we actually had a caller call in.
Absolutely. So you can always call in between those hours. We'll let you know. We'd love to talk to someone.
That'd be fun.
So
I've done that before,
so hang in. We'll show you around. Hopefully we'll show you our next step. Normally we drive to the show. We get a coffee along the way, and then we get to the lobby and wait. So we'll meet you there.
Meet you on our airtime.
That's it.
Bed Bath. I liked it.
So this is our pre-show ritual.
Yeah.
A large portion of this time is spent on the phone.
Trying to just relax.
Prep ourselves a little bit. Welcome to the beautiful lobby. I must say, we had on one of our shows, we brought Al Cooner with us, the funeral director from across the street. And he was sitting here and he said, "I have to get up." And he went and looked at these flowers, this arrangement, and he said, "I have to touch it because they look so real." Yeah. And that was my favorite Al. It was like, I have to see if these flowers are real.
I liked the day that we were sitting here kind of chilling out, waiting for our show to start, and the cardinal kept trying to get in the building. Yeah. It kept banging itself up against the door, and the receptionist said, "It does that all the time. It is always outside trying to get in." So I thought, is that an omen? What is that? Beautiful red cardinal trying to join us.
Interestingly enough, we've had the privilege of having a behind-the-scenes tour here of the station, the studio, and one of the things that they custom fabricated is the ceiling, and you'll see it as well in the actual studio. But they're custom fabricated here in Hanover for this particular space. They wanted it to feel. In the design to feel
well, and they redid all of the studios. The studio we'll be in has actually been remodeled, so it's really a very nice studio, deliberately designed the way it was, in the round kind of.
Actually they say, and you'll see, hopefully you'll get to see, is one of the few stations that has windows in the studio. And the hosts love it because they can see the outside world. They don't feel like they're in like a tight block vacuum.
Very nice studio.
But until we go on the air, we'll be scrolling through our phones and
I'm still on call.
Doing a whole lot of nothing. This is inside the studio.
Oh, yes.
Here we are. You can see.
It's a good movie, but it's odd.
It's kill.
I didn't know if I should be depressed or
Oh, it's so mental.
laugh or what.
It's so mental.
ABC News.
Good morning. It's 2 minutes after 10 o'clock. We got Better Living on the way for you in a few minutes. Looks like a great day with your radar weather. Clear tonight, low 45, and lots of sunshine for Friday. Highs in the low 70s, lows in the mid 50s. Better Living's up next on 1280 WHVR. What are you doing over there?
He was looking at me.
We're filming you.
He's like, hey! As always, the warning of not hitting each other with the microphone. Good morning and welcome to Better Living, brought to you by Hanover Hospital and Hanover Healthcare Plus. I'm Joe Black, and here today, one of my favorite times of the month from Olivia's house, it's Casey and Leslie Delp. How are you?
Hello there.
Doing well. Thanks for having us again.
Yeah,
good to
we
see
love
ya.
coming to see you.
One thing we've talked about on the program before, the confession booth that you do, and you also do a little show called Oh, By the Way.
Oh, by the way.
And that's what we're going to talk about today. First of all, how did that come about?
It really, it was an evolution of a lot of things. First and foremost was we had the camera equipment and gear, and we said, well, why aren't we not using it?
Yeah.
But really it was we were doing newsletters, as most
Yes.
nonprofits do a newsletter. And it took a lot of time and a lot of effort
lot
to
of
write
time.
it and create it.
Expensive.
And expensive to do. And we started saying, well, let's do something different. So that's where we said, let's do a video show instead.
Right.
People will enjoy it, and we can talk about whatever we want to do. And we had friends that could help make that happen.
Is it more behind the scenes stuff that you talk about at Olivia's house, or what's coming up, or just a whole gamut of things?
That's what I love about it. It can be whatever it needs to be.
Yeah, it's whatever's the flavor of the day. If something important has happened, we can talk about that. If there's just some education that the community needs, we can talk about that. If there's an event, it's just whatever's really in the news for us at the moment, that's what we can focus the
In our
show
first
around.
season, we would go into the confessional and just pop on the camera for 5 minutes and record in front of one camera. And then we said, oh, we really like this. And in our second season was when we kind of stepped up our game. We made it monthly, but we brought in our dear friends to help us film and make it more of a production. So in this
We have a sponsor.
Yeah, and we had a sponsor. So the
We have
second
a sponsor
season,
for the first time for the show. So Sarah Care Hospice is our sponsor.
Oh, that's great.
And they made it so that we could hire a cameraman, and that was awesome.
Yeah, so with that, we were able to now go out in the community and do more interviews and talk
Yeah.
to people and share the stories about Olivia's house that folks might not otherwise see. As, for example, today we're going down to the horse farm, our equine team, our equine therapy team, and we're going to get a behind-the-scenes look at how does our equine therapy program operate.
We taped a show this morning with one of our incredible volunteers, and she came through our program, and she serves on our board. So we thought, she's a really neat lady. Let's talk about what it's meant to her to be a part of Olivia's house. That was a good show.
It's always about giving voice.
Yeah.
Voice to those people that mean something, to those organizations that help us do what we do, and to families who've been through and can speak to what our mission has meant to them.
Yeah. Right.
And equally, as we are right now on the air, we have our camera crew in here.
And speaking of the cameraman, we've got Tom in the studio right now. We want to get Tom on here, and
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I think it's fun that we're able to talk a little bit about his role in Oh, by the way, as he's usually the behind-the-scenes side of
99% of the time, yeah.
Yeah.
It's been a while.
I was going to say, turn the camera on yourself, do a selfie there, Tom.
She's got the one over there. I can't really see it.
There you go.
There it is. There it is.
Hey, I'm
Sweet,
good. And
all
I
right.
turned it around. That's the last time I'm on camera. This is the most fun I have filming, being with these people and doing this kind of stuff, even though, it's a topic that most people are a little apprehensive about, death and grief and loss. But the way that Olivia's house and through Oh, by the way, it's presented makes it enjoyable and informative and something that you kind of look forward to seeing and doing from my end.
Yeah.
And like you were saying, Casey, when he does the editing or anybody does editing in film, you got to find that moment. You got to find that minute. You got to find that certain period of time that's going to work in the video.
There's always something with film and video that people don't understand what goes on behind the scenes
Yeah.
so much more.
Yeah.
And I know we learned this the hard way, Tom and I, when we were filming our senior film. We had one location that we really wanted to shoot in. And we had gone and scouted the location, which means you'd gone out a couple times when you wanted to film, check your audios, do everything. 3 times, at least 3 times.
Beautiful, quiet, serene.
Perfect location. We go for the day of the filming. There's people mowing their lawns. Apparently there was an airport that we had no clue about that kept flying over top.
And apparently there was an ostrich loose.
No, it was
in
a
there.
peacock.
It was a peacock. Yeah.
I like the ostrich.
Yeah. But we're in the middle of filming, and this guy drives up in his pickup truck and is like, "You guys seen a peacock?" And we're like no. And he's like, "If you see a peacock, call animal control." And we're like, "Is this really happening?" What was supposed to take us an hour took like 6. It was.
But the great thing about that day is I was pretty much having a nervous breakdown.
Yes, he was.
And Casey took me over to the side and said, "Okay, just relax. We're going to get through this." And Casey had that ability to just kind of, when everything is going down the tubes, Casey will right the ship and make things happen. That's kind of his
He does that at
magic
Olivia's
ability.
house too, by the way.
Kind of like
That's
he has
why
to
we
reel
hired him.
you in.
Yes,
Come
he
on,
does.
Mom.
Yes, he does.
It's not
That's
as
why we hired him.
It's not as bleak as you think. Really, it all comes down to is I just try to empower people at what they're good at. You can do this. Come on, no problem.
Relax, it's not that bad.
But what you don't see is Casey going into the confessional booth.
Yes.
Going,
I would like to see that tape.
That is very, very true. That
about
is
it.
very true.
Film and video is just so part of our culture.
Yes.
There's no denying that. And I think that's one of the things that we really, I like to bring to the mission of Olivia's House is let's not deny the fact that television, video, film, YouTube, Twitter, all those things are so important in the world of a child. Mm-hmm. We should embrace that. And that's exactly what we're trying to do today.
For all those out there that know somebody that may have lost somebody, go to Olivia's house, give them a call, or check them out on Facebook or YouTube, and find out what they're about. Okay, well, Oh By the Way is the name of the show. You're in season 2.
Yes.
Wrapping up season 2.
All right.
Which, by the way, we got the name for the show by going on our Facebook page and having a contest.
We
It was
did.
not named by us. It was named by the Facebook fans and
cool.
viewers. And
They got
and O is Olivia's House. OH stands for Olivia's House. By the way,
Nice.
what's happening? That's how they came up with it.
Oh, I wouldn't have put that together.
Yeah.
I'm glad you
Yeah.
told me that.
That's what it is.
All right, well, unfortunately, time is up.
Oh,
Yeah, this is
Well,
fun.
Yeah, absolutely fun.
Always is.
Great seeing you guys again.
thanks for
Thanks
having
so
us, and thanks for
much,
letting the
and
cameras
thanks for
come
coming in, Tom
Thanks
and
for letting
Anna.
our cameras come in.
It was fun. It was easier than I thought. I jokingly said I was nervous when I came in. It's all good. It was a lot of fun. That's going to do it for Olivia's House and Better Living, brought to you by Hanover Hospital and Hanover Healthcare Plus. I'm Joe Black. Thanks for listening today. On the way in a few minutes, of course, it's Gil Sheffer with the Yard Sale on 1280 WHVR. Have a great day.
For the behind the scenes, this is the time when Joe kicks us out of the studio.
I don't kick you out.
Starts his day.
Gil does. Gil's coming in for yard sale. It's time to go.
So that wraps up this episode of Oh By the Way.
That was fun. I
It
enjoyed
was.
that.
Well, our radio program's always fun to
It
do.
is. It is. Joe Black makes being on the radio fun and easy.
I know. We talked about in our episode with Joe about how the great Tom is for us as a filmmaker, but Joe is great as
an incredible radio host.
So he makes it easy.
And I think it's funny because being a DJ where you play music and talk in between the songs and things is one thing he said, but then to go on and actually interview people and stuff. But he is a natural.
Absolutely.
He's a real natural. So
we're
it's
really
a lot of fun.
We're really blessed to have the opportunity to be part of this program, and thankful for the chance to do so. So thanks to everyone at Hanover Hospital and here at the radio station for allowing us to be part. In that saying, I also have to thank our sponsor episode. As always, thank you to AseraCare Hospice Foundation for bringing this episode and all of our other episodes of season 2 to your computer screen. With that being said, I suppose tune in for later episodes. We got some doozies coming your way.
Good stuff coming up. Yeah.
And hope you have a great month, everyone.
I can talk to a file cabinet and have a conversation, but
there's something there that you need to
just take a look into that.
It's almost like Harrison Ford. Get off of my plane. No, it's not that bad.